Hey guys, this is Devin from Penguin United. Today I'm going to be covering the advanced calibration system that is in our new firmware 2.0 update. Now there are three parts to the advanced calibration. First is the dead zone calibration, second is the eagle eye sensitivity, and the third is synchronization, which will be covered in another video. But that is where we take the settings we calibrated here and save it as a file on your PC. This allows you to save multiple configurations and share them with the community. So the first part is dead zone calibration. And I'm using a Logitech G500 mouse, and we're playing Bad Company 2. And this is on the factory preset that comes shipped with the Eagle Eye. Now notice the zigzag on the factory preset. The movement seems very jagged, it's not smooth. This is because the dead zone is too high for this particular game and mouse. So, to fix this, we're going to want to start with pressing F1. And then you want to scroll up on your mouse until you start moving. And then you want to zoom in and start scrolling down until your movement has totally stopped. So once it's totally stopped, go ahead and press F5 to save that setting. And then we're going to do the Y-axis by pressing F3. And again, you're going to want to scroll up until you start moving. And then you want to zoom in and slowly scroll down until there's no movement at all. And then press F5 to save those settings. Now, just to be aware, even though we press F5 to save, they're not hard copy saved until we unplug the Eagle Eye converter. So that means if I switch over to key map 2, I will lose the setting that I just calibrated. And see, notice how there's barely any zigzag now. It's very smooth, nice. Alright, so the second part is sensitivity calibration. First off, you're going to want to change your in-game sensitivity by going to Options, adjust it to about where you like it. I usually put mine in the middle, a little bit over. Notice how it's still slow. I can barely turn right now. So we're going to want to move the Eagle Eye sensitivity a little bit up. So for the X-axis sensitivity, go ahead and press F2 to start that. And then to start from a basis, you're going to want to scroll all the way down as much as you can. And then your sensitivity should be at 0. And then you're going to want to scroll up until the sensitivity for the X-axis is to your liking. I usually put mine at about 12. And then go ahead and press F5 to save that. Feels good right now. Then to change the Y-axis sensitivity, you're going to want to press F4. Then again, scroll all the way down so you start at 0. And then you're going to want to scroll up to about where you like it. Again, I like it at 12. And usually with the sensitivity, you're going to want to keep the X and the Y sensitivity about the same. But for some games, they usually have the X more sensitive. So you might want to have your Y a little bit higher than your X sensitivity. Then you can press F5 to save, and now the sensitivity is good. And just remember that sensitivity is more of a preference than dead zone is, so you could just play around until you find the sweet spot that you like. Now there's also another button, which is our factory reset button, and this is F6. So if you want to reset your dead zone and sensitivity settings back to the original factory preset, then go ahead and press F6, and then your settings should be back to how it was when you first received your Eagle Eye. See, notice we're back to the zigzag because the dead zone is no longer calibrated for bad company too. So that covers the first two parts of the advanced calibration system. Part 1 dead zone calibration and Part 2 sensitivity calibration. Synchronization will be covered in another video. If you have any questions, feel free to post them in the forum. My name is Devin, and thank you for listening. See you around.